Okay, everyone, I just want to say welcome. It's Monday, January 9th, and we're here just supporting each other, and that's the whole purpose of this call. So tonight is whether you're brand new on program or you're waiting for your program to begin, or you've been on for quite some time and you just know that being together with like-minded people helps you stay strong. Yay! We just want to say welcome to all of you. I know there's crazy weather everywhere in the United States right now with snow. Even in one of my friends, Karen, who's I think on tonight, she's in North Carolina and they have snow. So it's like crazy everywhere. And with that comes its own set of challenges with being cooped up in the house. So that's what we're here for. We are here to support you and to encourage you and just to say we're better together. We're meant to be in community. So welcome. I've asked Jessie to come on tonight and share a little bit about her journey. She's pretty new on her journey, as in this fall, but the progress has been amazing. And Jessie, you are inspiring a lot of people. So I just want to say welcome tonight for being on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I love it. Jessie, would you mind just telling us basically who your health coach is, when you started, and how you were feeling before you made that decision?
Sure. My health coach is Meredith Oman, and I started this on October 31st, but a lot had led up to me starting this, and just to briefly go through just my past summer, I've had high blood pressure for 19 years and been on and off of medications. This past summer, things went really awry. I did have a mini stroke 8 years ago, and they were quite concerned about that again. And pretty soon I was getting blood pressure medications, and they would max it out and add another medication and max it out, and they couldn't get my blood pressure under control. Over the summer, I saw 3 cardiologists, neuro person, because I never went a day without headaches, and I would get at least 2 migraines a month, and they couldn't figure things out. My sister joined me at a doctor's appointment where they added yet another medication, and I just cried. They couldn't figure anything out to control things, and I was pretty much at rock bottom. But the last appointment was with the sleep apnea specialist, because they discovered I had mild sleep apnea, and it wasn't enough that they would normally treat, but they were going to treat it because they thought maybe that would help. And he was upset with me because I still wasn't sleeping well, and then my blood pressure was still high, and I had gained yet another 6 pounds since he had last saw me. And this time he handed me a piece of paper, and on that piece of paper it said, "Needs to lose weight." And I was crushed. I mean, I knew I needed to lose weight, but it was something about seeing it written down at me. And at that time, I had noticed Meredith posted a picture of her husband, and I knew him too. He was my children's teacher, and he had lost something like 17 pounds in 3 weeks, and I just instantly messaged her, and it was because I knew him. She had posted pictures before, but I needed something that I knew someone, and she and I met, and I decided to begin my journey with Take Shape for Life after we had met.
Wow. Thank you for that transparency. Wow. What a hard, not only a lot of years leading up to it, but then the culmination of everything this summer. Oh, probably a very
Right.
point in your life, right? When you made that call.
I was at an all-time low.
Yeah.
I was depressed and sad and emotionally just very low. Meredith makes comment. She said she remembers seeing me around, and I always wore a baseball cap and just kind of blended in wherever I could, because I didn't want anyone to notice me about anything. So I would say I had hit bottom. I saw on a post one day, it said, "You're either living to live or you're living to die." And I would honestly say I was living to die at that point.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you called. So what's been your progress? So you started October 31st, and what's happened so
Started
far?
October 31st, so just 2.5 months ago. And I am down 38 pounds. I am almost to my first goal I set with Meredith. I said, if I could get to this certain number, I would be so happy, because that's what I was when I met my husband, which was only 4 years ago. But if I could lose 10 pounds more than that, I would be ecstatic. But that just seems so far off. I didn't even think that was possible. Well, I'm only a couple pounds away from my first goal. Of course, I'm going for the 10 pounds more now. But better than that, I remember telling my husband many times, I wanted to know what it feels like to feel normal, because I never went a day without headaches, and I just wanted to feel like everyone else felt. And I said, I don't need to feel good. I just want to feel normal for one day. And I couldn't tell you the last time I took medication for my headaches. I haven't had a migraine in over a month and a half.
Right.
And not only that, but I'm down to 1 blood pressure medication, which is only a very low dose of a fluid pill. The 3 weeks after beginning the program, I went back to that doctor who put it in writing, and they took my blood pressure, and I was excited, and I said, is it amazing?
Hold on, Jesse. 1 second. I'm going to mute everyone, and then hold on. Just going to mute really quick, because I can't quite hear you. Do apologize. Okay. I'm having a hard time muting. Could you make sure that you're muted if you're on? Hold on. Sorry.
Her name is Sarah, and she's on a phone.
Thanks, Sarah. If you're on a phone, could you mute? Thanks. Jesse, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. The nurse took my blood pressure, and I said to her, is it amazing? And she said, well, it's better than it has been. And there was a story leading up to this, but I thought I was running late to my appointment, and I had run across the parking lot and up 2 flights of stairs and still had the breath to talk to the receptionist. And I said, well, if it's a little high, you don't understand, because I've never been able to run before. And she said, well, then I'm going to let you relax for a minute. And she retook my blood pressure, and I said, is it amazing? You're going to like it. And I said, what is it? She said, it's 120/80, which is normal. I haven't had normal blood pressure in 19 years.
Wow.
And the doctor came, and he said, your sleep apnea episodes have decreased by over 50%. You're down to 1 medication, and your blood pressure is, you've lost some weight. And I said, yes. And he said, no, you keep doing it. And I left his room, and I went to the waiting room and cried, contacted Meredith because I had to share.
Jesse, thank you for sharing that for us. That was so beautiful. I mean, I think if there was anyone here listening and our heart wasn't welling up with just compassion, empathy, and celebration with you, I don't even think we're alive, because that is beautiful. And I would suspect that if you would have been told on October 31st that on January 9th, you'll be, off that medication, you'll be down this many pounds, you probably would have never believed Meredith.
I would have never believed anyone. I had fought with this for years.
Oh, well, congratulations. We are just so glad you're here with us, and we love it.
But it's every Monday night.
Okay, I got everyone muted there. Sorry about that. It took a little bit. Tonight we wanted to share a little bit about the tips that are going to move you forward throughout this coming season. There's a lot happening, and a lot of you are full on program. Some of you are getting back on program. Some of you are just here listening to see if it's even something that you'd want to do. And we just want to welcome you and say, we love that you're here, and hopefully you'll be inspired by some of the things that we're going to share. And as I'm going to just talk about 10 tips that will ensure your success in 2017. If you have an idea, I'd love for you to just type it into the chat line, because each of us are inspired by someone else. And I know we can't all just share verbally. There's 145 people on here, but we can hear, we can read there. So I'd love to share with you a little bit here. Okay, everyone can see that, my screen? Okay, we're going to talk about 10 top tips to ensure that you'll reach your goal in 2017. The first thing is organizing your life around what matters most to you. And you're the only one that can do that. A lot of times we've wanted to have other people's dreams and hopes and wishes, but it wasn't within us. But when we want something so bad, that becomes the forefront of what our actions, it's the first thing that leads us forward. Instead of giving ourselves the leftovers, it's putting ourselves first. Like at the beginning of the month when you pay your mortgage, right? It's kind of like that. Nothing would stop. That comes first, and then the rest of the family budget and going out and buying new clothes, that comes last. Same way with this. Put yourself first and find out, why does it matter to you? Getting really clear. I know Megan and Sean talked about that last week, of structural tension, knowing what you want and why you want it. And that is where it becomes like you're unmovable. We're so bulletproof. And then let's talk about diffusing stress before it gets out of hand. All of these topics tonight are going to be coming out of Dr. Anderson's Habits of Health book. And those of you who haven't jumped in, I want to say, do it. We know that the program is great for helping us get to a healthy weight, the nutrition side, but the real program is the Habits of Health, which helps us develop those habits. So number 2, stop and challenge yourself. We know that when we have either stress coming in and we can feel it start to happening, we know when it's happening, stop, challenge yourself, take deep breaths, go for a walk, because we're changing habits in all areas. And then choose, how do I want to react to this situation? Because stress, we know, is a huge component in our health. Because, right, high blood pressure, we can't sleep, it causes us to overeat, it raises our cortisol levels. It's a huge part. And then, just like the habits of eating, habits of sleep. Summer was just talking about that. That's something that is within our control. It might take some readjusting. Chapter 17 in the Habits of Health deals with sleep, and it's about setting a routine, getting a consistent bedtime, and sticking with that, creating, maybe it means a hot shower or a warm bath to relax you, because that kind of creates a melatonin effect. It might mean herbal tea. It definitely means turning off the TV or screen time for a while so that your brain can settle down. But be committed to have, women 7 to 8 hours of sleep, or women 6 to 7. That one gets me off because I need 8. But in men, 7 to 8. So they give you guys a little bit more than we have. I guess someone has to get up and make breakfast. I'm not quite sure. And then don't forget to disconnect. Unplugging. In our society where we are constantly on, we're just on. We're turning, right? Even if we sit down to play a game, guess what? Your phone is right there. So unplug from work, turn off your phone. There's this amazing thing on your phone called airplane mode. And the first few times that I tried to use it almost gave me anxiety, because I'm like, what if someone needs to get a hold of me? And it was so silly when you stop and think about it. But turning that on airplane mode, being present with your family, with your activities, whatever you're doing. And that is really a key in getting healthy. Again, it's more than just our weight. And then let's talk about motion. Get out and move. Right now it's in the dead of winter, so unless you're in Florida or Southern California, it might be a little colder than normal. Guess what? They have amazing clothes that are warm. We can get out in the weather and actually walk. Many of you have Fitbits or pedometers, or even just an activity tracker on your phone, where you can look and see, how many steps have I gotten in? How close am I to 10,000? Maybe while you're watching your program on TV, you may just get up and walk around during those commercials, because goodness sakes, they're plenty long. Or during the commercial, maybe stop and do some stretches or some deep knee bends. It's really about being intentional and getting our bodies moving, because this is new to many of us, right?
I think we can hear you now. We just lost you for a second. Paula, are you there?
Can you hear me now, Summer?
Yes, there you go.
Okay. Perfect. And then thank you. So get out and then set your alarm on your phone for your feelings. Every time 5 alarms in the morning, just turn them all on. And guess what? When they go off, even if you have to push snooze,
I think it's a little bit of background just due to the fact that of maybe your weather up there.
There you go. And then you have heard this, that you're the average of the 5 the most time with. You know, we are going to change this friends. But
I'm so sorry. It's repeating every third word you're saying.
Oh, no.
Yes, like we just heard, oh, no.
Okay. We will see. We're good? Okay. We'll try it one more time. Sorry. Technology. Crazy. Okay. So you are of the 5 people you spend time with? We good? No? Okay. We're going to just... Okay, because I think that's key. You be my line. Can you hear me?
Do you want to share your screen and I'll go over them for you?
Okay, wait it. Okay, you know what? We'll just with that because this is awful. You guys are so sorry. Can you hear me now? It's like listening to a rap. It's gonna go. Hopefully it'll work. Okay. So you're the. Oh.
It's repeating every word. It's so weird. It does sound like you're kind of an EDM group.
Summer, I'm gonna stop my video. You keep talking because it's probably me. Okay, you want to take over?
Go ahead. Hi, everybody. Okay, so bear with us while we figure out what the heck is going on with Paula's video and her audio. But these tips are great. These are some of the things that really have made this journey last for me. Some of you don't know my story. One of the things about my story was over 215 pounds, and I lost a total of 85 pounds. And I've kept it off now for 2 years. And really, I believe the reason why I've not only lost the weight but kept it off is, number one, because of this community. Having the ability to surround yourself with people of like mind and like heart, that's just something that you can't put a price tag on. It's invaluable. And all of these tips that she's given have been so key. Getting your water. I mean, who has their water in front of them right now? I know I do. It's like literally to the point where I crave it. I think about it all the time. I have to have my cup in front of me. I literally put like on my cup, I don't know if you can see this, at work, take and you die. I had someone stealing my cups and dumping them and cleaning them, and I'm like, no, don't take my cup. So little things like that, like getting half your body weight in ounces of water is key to really success in this program. It also helps if you have a little bit of hunger pains. You can drink some water and it will help keep you to the next meal until your body gets acclimated to the program. Because once you're acclimated to it, you definitely won't feel those, that hunger as much anymore. Paula, are you there? I just want to see if you're back and we can get things rolling on your end. Okay.
I think let's just keep going, Summer.
Got it. Also, a couple of the other things that she was talking about is the habit of sleep. Getting around 8 hours a night is really key. Sometimes it's not possible for you to get eight hours, but I would encourage you to get as many hours as you possibly can. And putting down the phone, turning off the TV, all of that is huge for helping your mind settle down and stopping those racing thoughts that can cause you not to sleep. I know I struggle with that a lot. My mind just goes nuts as soon as I lay